Hi everybody, welcome to your weekly reading for November 11th through the 17th of 2019. So before we get into the tarot and the oracle cards, I wanted to mention that we are building up towards a full moon in Taurus on Tuesday, November 12th. So if you are feeling a little bit emotionally intense, you feel like you need to retreat and be the hermit for the last few days, then this is normal. It's a darker moon just because we are in Scorpio season and Mercury, the planet of communication and of thoughts, is in retrograde in Scorpio. So there's a lot of scorpionic energies around us for the last few weeks. We've been feeling it, and now building the energy, up to Taurus. Taurus being an earth sign who's, quite grounded in what? So grounded in its standards, in its values, what it likes, what it dislikes, what it will accept, what it won't accept. So maybe you're feeling this type of energy within the situation that you're living. So that can be in a relationship, in a job situation, within family, whatever you got going. You've probably been given signs with Mercury in retrograde, being in Scorpio, being the investigator in Scorpio. We all know that Scorpio is a sign that lurks in the shadows, hides a lot of information, keeps a lot of secrets. So with Mercury being there, it means that our thought process, our mental state, our communication way of being is really diving deep into the unknown, and also deep into the unknown of our shadow sides. So the shadow aspect is basically the shadow aspects of your being that are no longer working for you, that are not in alignment with where you want to go. So with this full moon in Taurus, we're being asked to take a look at what we value as of now. What do we value? What no longer works for us? Our values reflect our vibe, what we hold true to our hearts, what our standards are. So maybe your standards in the last few months or even few years have shifted. And maybe the relationships and the people around you or the job that you're doing has revealed to you what aspects of yourself no longer align or coincide with this energy, with the energy of what is being presented to you, whether that's, again, in your career, in your finances, and within the home, within your relationship. So Taurus wants quality. Taurus does not want to live in a cheap version of our life. So this is a question that we all have to ask ourselves, and I did write it down. So are we existing within the cheaper version of what we want in our lives? What we are accepting at this point in our life? Is it holding up to our standards? Is it coming from a place of value within ourselves? So this is what we are being forced to reflect on during this full moon. I'm going to dive into the tarot right now and see what we can expect for the next few days of this week. Let's start with Monday and Tuesday. So the beginning of the week, Spirit, what can my collective, seeing things clearly with that Ace of Swords. Yeah. Okay. So let's get right into it. Monday and Tuesday, and probably you're feeling it already. The Ace of Swords speaks of clarity, communication, clear thought process, okay? We can see clearly now about what? About our long term. Whether that's relationships, whether that's money, whether that's business, whether that's career. We are being given insight, information that clarifies, that illuminates, and this is what Mercury in retrograde in Scorpio is trying to do when it conjuncts the sun on Monday, which is tomorrow, if you're watching this on Sunday. So we gain some clarity about what it is that we need to do in order to reach a long-term commitment. So whatever that's going on in your life that doesn't feel stable, that doesn't feel consistent, that doesn't feel like you can reach stability or abundance, it's not helping you reach that level of abundance that you feel you deserve, whether that's in a job or in finances or in a relationship, then you will be given some insight, some information, some clarity. And if not, oh my God, and I have the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck from this tarot deck, the Tattoo Tarot. Isn't that beautiful? So it's double confirmation, my collective, that you are being given some clarity here. You just need to listen. All right, so you just need to listen. And I'm hearing that because look at this, Four of Cups. Some of you are not listening. Some of you are not paying attention to new opportunities. Some of you are not paying attention to your spirit guides, to signs, whatever that may be, that can come through in song, in numbers, in messages when you're watching a movie, a show, any signs that you're being given right now within your environment, the way people are acting, the way you react. These are all signs. Ace of Swords, like I said, this is clarity, this is information coming through for you so that you can make a decision, I'm feeling soon, to be able to get to your full abundance. This is talking about long term. So we're focusing on things right now that are allowing us to bring in the long term. We are no longer trying to, waste our time with people, places, and things that are not allowing us to bring that stability, that consistency. What can they expect for Wednesday and Thursday midweek? Okay, that one wants to come up. The Magician. Yeah, using the tool. We've been getting this card a lot, guys. So a lot of you need to be reminded in midweek here, you are the master of your own reality. You have all the tools in front of you, okay? There's an infinite, see the infinity sign? There's an infinite amount of possibilities in your life that are being presented to you. However, if they're being presented to you and you're not looking at them, you're not facing them, you're not seeing them because you're too closed-minded, focusing on the cups, focusing on the things and the people that are not fulfilling you, then the Magician here cannot do its work. You cannot step into your full power without seeing clearly from the beginning of the week here what needs to be cut out, because the Ace of Swords can be something that you might need to cut out as well. Okay, something that is not bringing you long-term consistency, abundance. Yeah, some of you are lost and confused here with the Seven of Cups. I did get this card in my Sunday reading. You can check that out on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, wherever you're watching this. On YouTube, this is on the community tab. So Seven of Cups speaks of we're lost in these illusions, we're confused. It feels like we can't choose something that makes sense because nothing makes sense to us. But this is all an illusion. And that's Neptunian. Planet Neptune is fantasies and illusions. We're getting too lost in these options, or we're getting lost in a world that is just confusing us more. And we're being influenced by Neptune. If we don't take the time to see the signs. All right, what else can we expect from Wednesday, Thursday, please? We're victorious in the midweek here, but if we are able to use our inner resources, this is now us depending on our own inner abilities, in our own inner resources, okay, in order to achieve success, victory. Six of Wands speaks of success, public recognition, success, victory, people giving you the recognition, the attention that you deserve as the Magician. You did this on your own. As a Magician, you took the steps necessary to succeed. Yeah. Okay. Four of Swords. A lot of you need to be healing this week. By midweek, maybe some of you might be feeling a little bit burnt out. I'm not going to lie. Four of Swords speaks of rest, meditation, surrender, surrendering to this new beginning, to these new ways of thinking, because by Wednesday, Thursday, we're feeling a little bit exhausted and burnt out. But I feel like it's just because there's so much momentum with the Magician and the Six of Wands, okay? We want to be recognized for our work so badly. We want to be recognized and appreciated in our relationship so badly that it burns us out. Okay, we take action, we use our own abilities, or we might meet someone here. The Magician can help us get there. Someone who who has a lot of resources and just inner resources. We're not talking about outer resources. We're talking about inner resources. Yeah, so there's a little bit of a defensive energy in midweek with the Seven of Wands. Some of you are blocking out the Six of Wands energy. So basically victory and success being recognized. Some of you are a little bit defensive about something. What can they expect by the end of the week, going into Friday and the weekend? What can they expect, please? Okay, 10 of Cups with the 7 of Cups. Some of you, again, have to use your Queen of Swords abilities to cut out, be clear about what you want, set the proper boundaries with people in your life, whether that's in a relationship, in work, in family. Because I see here that the 10 of Cups can be achieved, but there's still this confusion surrounding, again, 7 of Cups wanted to come out by the end of the week. There's like this confusion about how to obtain happiness, how to obtain fulfillment, satisfaction. You know, the 10 of Cups is the epitome, I can't even speak, Mercury retrograde, epitome of exactly what we want emotionally, because these are cups. So what do we want? We want to build a beautiful family and feel like we succeeded. We got everything we need to feel fulfilled in our life, but we're still confused about how to get there. Some of you still are holding on to people, places, and things and are not setting the proper boundaries. Some of you are not seeing your worth. Taurus is about seeing our worth in things, in ourselves, in the things around us that make us feel good. If people are not making you feel good, or situations are not making you feel good, then you've been obviously given some signs here by the beginning of the week or in the last few weeks that it's time to set the proper boundaries and communicate what our needs are, okay? Because Taurus is all about what they need to feel comfortable. But Taurus is about tangibility, what they need in their space to feel comfortable. So, you know, abundance, stability in finances. They want the best of the best. Taurus likes to eat the best food. Taurus likes to, you know, they're all about the senses. Whatever makes them feel good is something that is going to come up for a lot of you. Okay, so let's get one more card here from the Soul Purpose deck. And we're going to finish this off. What does my collective need to know for this week, please? Oh, you're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. For some of you, you are on the right path, and it did fall on the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords means that you're surrendering this to the universe. You're praying. You are detaching yourself from the outcome, okay? Or you're taking a rest here where you are trying to connect with Source, with the universe, with spirit. So you're on the right path if you are taking these steps towards surrendering, healing, resting, taking a step back, okay? Let me get one more. Okay, for some of you, you're getting a lot of signs from animals, so animal spirits. Okay, so please do check that out. Animal spirits, maybe birds that are around you. It's going to be different for everybody, but there's some sort of connection with animals, animal spirits that are trying to communicate something to you this week. Travel. Your life purpose involves traveling. For some of you this week, I feel like some of you be careful with when you are traveling this week. Others, I feel like travel is an avenue where you need to explore. Maybe you need to travel and explore new options, new opportunities. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a great week and a great full moon in Taurus. Please reach out if you need a personal reading. You can click on my website down below, and there's a link where you can start the process, the transaction with me, and take a look at my new website, guys. I just started, I just launched my new bracelet, so take a look at that if you haven't had the chance to. Have a good night, day, evening, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you next week.